Bellows and Bellas, welcome to Moxie episode 8. In today's conversation, we're going to be discussing what all the hype is about regarding semiconductors and Nvidia. We will also be discussing some other tech companies involved in AI that, we need to keep our eyes on so we can possibly make some money together. Okay? I got to say it. This is not financial advice, nor should it be construed as financial advice. I'm actually a licensed real estate broker specializing in commercial real estate and retail advisory for over 10 years. My husband and I, we've been investing in the stock market for many years, and we manage our own investment portfolios. I'm not interested in being a financial advisor. I'm not interested in being your financial advisor and or managing your money. I want to get that out of the way. The stock market and real estate are more closely intertwined than most people realize. And that's why I'm making this video. And that's why we're going to be talking more about the stock market and real estate on this channel. So please subscribe. And don't forget to hit the like and the notification button. Anyway, so you see these all cash deals in real estate happening all the time, right? You're there putting in your offer and, it's obviously contingent on your mortgage, or let's say you've been approved already, but somebody comes in on an all cash deal and boom, you're screwed, right? You wonder, man, how the hell do these people have all this cash in hand to buy this real estate? Like to buy a home or to buy an investment property. One way to actually get that amount of cash on hand is to borrow against your investment portfolio. It's actually a strategy that very wealthy people have been using for years. And obviously, they don't tell you that they're doing it. It's to fund their lifestyle and, grow their real estate portfolios by wielding assets such as long-held stock as collateral. So they don't have to sell and be subject to taxes or deplete their portfolios. But we'll delve into that in a later episode. Remember, the stock market is an excellent way to build wealth slowly, as long as you know what you're doing. Because it really doesn't take much to get in, right? You gotta know what you're doing. I'm here to offer information that I know you will find extremely beneficial because it's information that really has changed my life for the better. A lot of these financial advisors and stockbrokers, they don't give a shit about, retail investors. Let's keep it a buck, right? But we're blowing up spots to bring you the facts. So buckle up because we're in for a ride. And without further delay, let's slide right in. So there's definitely been a breakthrough in artificial intelligence, and everybody's talking about semiconductors and Nvidia. And so we're going to break down what's really happening. Let's go. So the breakthrough in artificial intelligence brings about a new multi-year super cycle in companies involved in artificial intelligence. These companies can be essentially divided into two baskets. The first basket is on the software side. These are the companies that are involved in the programming of AI and the large language models used by AI. The second basket is on the hardware side. These are the companies involved manufacturing the semiconductors that power the AI. Now, before I go into this further, I would like to point out that as of today, many of the companies that I'm going to mention have moved up very, very significantly. And in the short run, they might be overbought. With that being said, let me tell you the software and hardware companies that I believe will benefit from the AI revolution and that you should be watching. I will tell you this before I continue adding to any of the positions that I'm going to discuss with you today. I personally intend to wait for a pullback because, in my opinion, the market is overbought. Let's talk about the software companies involved in AI. You're probably familiar with some of the companies involved on the software side of the equation, which include Microsoft, Alphabet, aka Google, Meta, aka Facebook, IBM, Salesforce, Amazon. And for full transparency, I've been long for multiple years in Microsoft, Alphabet, Salesforce, and Amazon. I'm also actually long Palo Alto Networks, that although not a direct AI play, it's a great computer security play that is essentially in securing data. Cyber attacks are continuing to rise along with the development of AI. So, super important. On the hardware side of the equation, it's a little more complicated. That's why, before I tell you the name of the companies that I believe will benefit from the multi-year AI cycle, which we're still in the early innings of, I need to briefly explain the different steps in manufacturing a semiconductor. That way, you'll understand where each company in the manufacturing process falls in and how they will potentially benefit you. Steps in making a semiconductor and companies involved in each step. First step in making a semiconductor. The first step is making wafers. Most wafers are made from silicon, extracted from sand. Second step. Once the wafers are made and sliced, the next step is oxidation. This is a process whereby wafers are made semiconductive. And third step is photolithography. So photolithography is a process whereby a circuit design is drawn into a wafer. This process has two components. First, the wafer is covered with a light-sensitive coating called photoresist, or resist for short. Several companies around the world produce resist for semiconductor manufacturing, such as Fujifilm, Dow Chemical Company, and JSR Corporation. However, as these companies are not pure semiconductor technology plays, I'm not invested in any of these. I've been long Dow Chemical in the past, but currently I'm actually long in DuPont, which is another chemical company. The second component of the third step is known as lithography. Lithography is a crucial step in the chip making process because it determines just how small the transistors on a chip can be. During this stage, the chip wafer is inserted into a lithography machine where it's exposed to deep ultraviolet DUV or extreme ultraviolet EUV light. This light has a wavelength anywhere from 365 nanometers for less complex chip designs to 13.5 nanometers, which is used to produce some of the finest details of a chip, some of which are thousands of times smaller than a grain of sand, which is mind-boggling. So companies that produce lithography machines include KLA Corp, ASML Holding, and Applied Materials. Fourth step, etching. The next step is to remove the degraded resist to reveal the intended pattern. During etch, the wafer is baked and developed, and some of the resist is washed away to reveal a 3D pattern of open channels. Etch process must precisely and consistently form increasingly conductive features without impacting the overall integrity and stability of the chip structure. Advanced etch technology is enabling chip makers to use double, quadruple, and spacer-based patterning to create the tiny features of the most modern chip designs. Companies involved in the etching process include Lam Research, Long Lam Research, and Applied Materials. Fifth step, ion implementation. So once patterns are etched in the wafer may be bombarded with positive or negative ions to tune the electrical conducting properties of part of the pattern. Raw silicon, the material the wafer is made of, is not a perfect insulator or a perfect conductor. Silicon's electrical properties are somewhere in between, directing electrically charged ions into the silicon crystal allows the flow of electricity to be controlled, and transistors, the electronic switches that are the basic building blocks of microchips, to be created. 6-step packaging. This is the process whereby the completed wafer is cut into semiconductor chips placed into the PCB board, bonded, molded into the desired type, and marked with a brand. Companies that make semiconductors. In the microelectronics industry, a semiconductor fabrication plant, commonly called a fab, sometimes foundry, is a factory for semiconductor device fabrication. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, or Taiwan Semi, is the world's largest dedicated, independent, pure-play semiconductor foundry. Taiwan Semi manufactures close to 90% of the world's most advanced chips and manufactures chips for companies such as AMD, Apple, ARM Holdings, Broadcom, Marvell, MediaTek, Qualcomm, and Nvidia. These companies I just mentioned are known as fabless semiconductor companies, meaning that they design and sell hardware devices and semiconductor chips while outsourcing their fabrication or fab to a specialized manufacturer such as Taiwan Semi. These companies are actually designing chips for AI. And this is why I'm long and have been long for quite some time in AMD, Apple, Broadcom, Marvell, Qualcomm, and, well, Nvidia. These are also companies that design, manufacture, and sell their own chips. Examples of these include Intel, NXP, Samsung, and Texas Instruments. Intel stock took quite a beating to the point that they had to cut their dividend. The company missed out on mobile and may be missing out on AI, even though they claim otherwise. I mean, the stock has been on a tear, but I'm not very optimistic that the moves are sustainable. I'm not long in either NXP, Intel, or Texas Instruments. Why is Intel doing so poorly? We'll discuss that on another video. Look, there is an AI multi-year cycle, and companies involved in it should benefit over the years. I believe that you can invest in companies that are focused on AI on both the hardware and software side. Historically, the semiconductor business has been a boom and bust cycle, which means it's a cyclical business. So something to definitely keep in mind while you're investing. What makes Nvidia so special? What's their moat? So Nvidia was founded in 1993, and it's established itself as a leading force in the technology industry. Several factors contribute to Nvidia's prominence and uniqueness. So let's talk about GPUs. Nvidia's primary business began with the development of GPUs for rendering high-quality graphics in video games, workstations, and other visual computing applications. Their GPUs are known for their exceptional performance, efficiency, and versatility, making them popular choices in various industries beyond gaming, including data centers, scientific research, and autonomous vehicles. Innovation and research is another thing that really gives Nvidia an edge against their competition. Nvidia has a strong commitment to innovation and invests heavily in research and development. They continuously push the boundaries of GPU technology, introducing advancements such as ray tracing, deep learning, super sampling, also known as DLSS, and tensor cores. These innovations not only enhance gaming experiences, but also enable breakthroughs in AI, data analytics, and scientific computing. Nvidia has positioned itself as a leader in AI and deep learning technologies. Their GPUs are widely used for training and deploying neural networks. Due to their parallel processing capabilities, the company offers specialized hardware and software solutions tailored for AI workloads, such as NVIDIA Tesla GPUs and the NVIDIA CUDA parallel computing platform. NVIDIA's contributions to AI has significantly accelerated the development of applications in fields like natural language processing, computer vision, and autonomous systems. NVIDIA collaborates with a vast network of partners, including technology companies, research institutions, and developers to foster an extensive ecosystem around its products. The ecosystem comprises software frameworks, libraries, and tools that simplifies GPU programming and accelerate application development. NVIDIA also works closely with industry leaders to integrate its technologies into various platforms, enabling new capabilities and solutions across different domains. So diversification is another thing that NVIDIA has against their competition. While NVIDIA's GPU business remains its core strength, the company has diversified its offerings over the years. This includes products and services related to data center solutions, automotive computing, professional visualization, and edge computing. By expanding into these markets, NVIDIA has broadened its revenue streams and positioned itself for growth in emerging sectors, such as autonomous vehicles, smart cities, and edge AI. NVIDIA's dominance in the GPU market has enabled it to maintain a leading position in both consumer and enterprise segments. The company's strong brand recognition, technological expertise, and strategic acquisitions have solidified its competitive advantage, allowing it to consistently outperform competitors and drive innovation in the industry. Overall, NVIDIA's combination of technological prowess, strategic vision, and market leadership distinguishes it as a standout player in the technology landscape. A lot of cash on hand, too.